Dr. Eric Jennings from Santarém is considered one of the best neurosurgeons in Brazil. By the way, this man with no clothes isn't Dr. Jennings. He's a member of the indigenous Zoe tribe who's helping the doctor put together a personal archive. This is Dr. Jennings. People here know him simply as Dr. Eric. He's rich, famous and always on the move, sailing yachts and flying aircraft. A little like Marvel's Doctor Strange, but with a full set of working fingers. This footage is unique because the Zoe tribal lands are normally off limits to the public. Eric's allowed in because he's the Zoe's personal doctor. Santarém, in the north of Brazil, was founded as an Amazon jungle port. It first exported spices, then cocoa, later rubber, before turning to cocoa again. Today it specializes in gold, bauxite and soy. The latter is now a major reason behind the deforestation of the Amazon. For these reasons, Santarém has become a symbol of economic conquest and environmental destruction. Locals even compose ballads about it.
Não queremos ficar só, não queremos ficar só. Olha, já não queremos ficar só. Vendo a carreta passar na Santarém, Cuiabá, em direção ao cargueiro, deixando destruição e levando um navio de dinheiro. Se liga, meu irmão, temos que abrir o olho. A Amazônia está virando salada temperada ao molho show.
Então, eu costumo falar que, por exemplo, eu e a minha família, a gente é ribeirinho no sentido da palavra, né? Porque ribeirinho, hoje o conceito é aquele povo que vive na beira do rio, né? E que sobrevive da pesca, de alguma forma tem uma relação econômica com o rio.
These boats are the river people's main mode of transport. Santarém is a hub for the inhabitants of the many remote villages scattered along the banks of the Amazon and its hundreds of tributaries. People travel here for medical assistance, groceries, household goods, and official documents such as birth and death certificates. That said, there's no passenger terminal in Santarém, only a cargo one. Being here, you can't avoid feeling that the Amazon belongs to everyone except the locals. To cap it all, the government is even planning to construct a hydroelectric power station nearby.
Quando você represa o rio, você cria um ambiente de anóxia no fundo dessas represas que facilita a metilação do mercúrio. Ou seja, o mercúrio inorgânico, que não faz muito mal, que está ali quietinho, começa a ficar venenoso, o mercúrio orgânico. Isso, o metilmercúrio, ele é assimilado pelo fitoplâncton, pelos pequenos peixes, e o final da cadeia é o homem.
Para o dia do arrebatamento da igreja, eu quero...
Sim, mas eu estava em segundo, cara.
It's just another day for Dr. Eric. We're in his department in Santarém Federal Hospital, where he puts on a small masterclass on how to wash your hands properly.
Like this, everyone like this. And of course in every wrinkle. Yeah.
Here's the doctor's patient today. He'll be performing open brain surgery. While other surgeons are removing part of the patient's skull, Dr. Eric has time for a simpler procedure. It seems he has a little while longer to wait.
During this moment, my resident is making the approach to the surgery, and I need to save my time and preparing my talk to tomorrow. That's why I'm doing now. And every time it's the same, doing so many things at the same time, but it's very nice and very exciting life.
Finally, it's Dr. Eric's turn. He'll spend a few hours in this position. His task is to clip an aneurysm to prevent blood from flowing to an attenuated artery wall in the brain. Using the microscope, he must carefully find his way to the aneurysm and seal it with a suitably sized clip. Any false move could lead to brain damage or death. It's a routine procedure for a neurosurgeon.
Patient is well. I think we could help this man. So. Mas hoje a Amazônia tem 300 mil quilômetros quadrados de ambientes aquáticos ou inundáveis, né? Então, ela não só tem uma importância para as coisas boas, para manter a vida de pessoas e de animais, etc, etc, como também existem as dificuldades de se locomover e de assistência mesmo, principalmente assistência à saúde.
There are numerous programs that enable doctors to provide medical assistance to remote riverbank communities, mostly indigenous tribes.
So in case of emergence, for example, they had nothing to do, just put the sick people in a small boat and going down river until find some help. And from here to Santarém in a small boat, it takes around 18 hours. For the community upriver, it's even longer.
For example, every couple of months, these guys travel up the tributaries of the Tapajas River. It's an exotic trip for recently qualified doctors and an important opportunity for locals to benefit from timely medical attention.
All the professionals that come around, the doctors, engineers, and everybody, they are all volunteers. No one receives anything for the work they do. The money comes from people. For example, we have several airline captains who donate their own money for us to buy the fuel for the boat, to buy the material for the work here. So the idea is, instead of waiting for someone to do something, we decide to come and do it ourselves.
Some travel as part of a group, some independently. What's notable is that it's become a tradition. It's for this reason that many river doctors have become boat captains and even pilots.
So can you believe that this is Amazon? You don't believe it because there is no forest.
Eric shows us where the Amazon rainforest has been turned into soybean fields.
The problem with soybeans field is because they don't respect the forest. If we don't have a control with soybeans, the soybeans will destroy Amazon.
Once, in 2003, Eric was called on to give emergency treatment to a Zoe tribeswoman suffering from a brain injury. He borrowed a plane from a friend and immediately flew to the rescue. There was a small field hospital and a landing strip near to the Zoe tribe's land. However, the flight was illegal and made at Eric's own risk. He evacuated the woman to the hospital, operated, and flew her back 2 days later. In so doing, he became the Zoe's personal doctor. Today, the Zoe are a model for the Brazilian government's approach to tribal people. The situation was very different in the late 80s, however, when their very existence was threatened. After a visit from missionaries caused half the tribe to die from viral infections, the state took them under its protection. The main ritual in the Zoe's life involves piercing the lower lip, a ceremony carried out once children had developed their adult teeth. The piercing is made with a macaque's leg bone, which is then left in the lip for some time. Later, it's replaced with an embeport plug, an adornment made of poturu wood. Health-wise, the plugs are problematic, as they alter the shape of the jaw and cause issues with nutrition. Nothing precise is known about the sacred meaning of the embeport. The Zoe simply say that it's beautiful. To consider themselves dressed in their normal environment, Zoe men wrap their private parts in a palm leaf. This counts as clothing, without which they would feel uncomfortable and embarrassed. The Jennings family has always striven to maintain their connection to nature. It's traditional in these parts to go to the swamp with a hammock, to swing around for a few days among the venomous snakes and spiders. This attitude to the environment has been passed down the generations. Eric even decided to build his house close to the jungle.
I'm going to my brother's wedding. And it's a historic day because this is my youngest brother that's going to be married today. So we are going to stay with my family.